Hello, chaps. Welcome to today's stream. So I had a bit of a delay there. I think it's now working. It's now working on the YouTube. There we go. Which is a bit of a slight delay there, just because for some reason it wasn't working on YouTube, but it does seem to be working now. Sensational stuff. So we're all good. We're ready to go for another derby. It is a derby day once again in the old. Hello, Mrs. Nobbins. In the old Premier League space. There we go. And yeah, as I say, no fun in a derby. Spurs versus the Arse. A huge game from my perspective as a City fan, because City failed to get any points yesterday, which is upsetting for a number of reasons. But and if Arsenal win today, that means they're what? In fact, we can have a look at the league standings. Let's have a look at them. If Arsenal win, they will go 8 points at the top of the table just before the halfway stage. So it's not an impossible mountain to climb for City. However, it's a pretty tricky situation to be in, and obviously one you'd rather not be in. So hopefully Spurs can do something today. But I'm not really sure that is going to happen. I've predicted 1-0 to the Arsenal, and I think that's going to happen. But I've put on my most Spurs shirt I could find, and it's because it's a white football shirt. So yeah, that's my way of supporting the lads. But how are you all doing today? Hello Nate, hello Tom, hello Miz. How are we all doing? Just got Newcastle won today, says Tom. Yeah, it was like an 89th minute winner or something by Isaac, overtaking the red stripe of a team, says Tom. Yeah, well, you know, Newcastle still doing bits. I don't think they'll be there by the end of it, but they could be in 4th place for sure. Hello, Seb. Arsenal going to win 4-0. Saka, Brace, Odegaard, and Gabriel. And Nate says, if Arsenal lose, they're still going to be first. I mean, well, in terms of the table, yes, of course. But if it does maintain as a 5-point gap, then that is something that's manageable. That is definitely manageable. I mean, 8 isn't unmanageable, but it's not ideal. Is it 12-0 to Arsenal, says Miz? Brilliant. Will I show the match? That's illegal. That is against copyright. No. If you want a better experience, though, I suggest you come over to the Twitch, which is LNobbins, or the YouTube, LNobbins FC. Hello, Mo. Is Musty here? Not yet. Village. Hello, KX. Love you too. City could definitely come. They definitely can. Yeah, we aren't even halfway through. Oh, Nate, I know you are. We aren't even halfway through the season yet. Should have streamed El Clasico. Why? That's an irrelevant fixture nowadays. Tom says, my bold prediction 2-all. What's when I show the game every stream? I don't know, Mo. I don't know. There's a huge FSG argument going on in the server. Well, Will, you're a moderator, mate. Right, get some modding doing. No one should be chatting in the server whilst we're here. If they want to have an argument about FSG, they can come over to the Twitch and argue about it, or take it to DMs. He's got bagged, says Village. What aids? El Clasico over this shit, says KX. Well, if you can watch El Clasico, KX, and if you can keep me updated on that. But I mean, I was looking into this. I was looking into this the other day, and so is this the last time Arsenal won at White Hart Lane or something? Yeah. Oh, well, Arteta was the captain that day. Flipping. Oh, what a strike that was! Is that Riziki? Yeah, he was good. What was I saying? Yeah, look, yeah. Ever since Messi and Ronaldo have left, ever since Ronaldo and Messi left La Liga, the most watched match on a regular in terms of like club football, apart from like that Champions League, apart from like specific cup finals, is actually the Manchester derby, which is interesting. Seb says I had trivia, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, my FPL was in the mud, and I've not even probably been looking into it recently. So there we go. But yeah, if people are arguing in the server, tell them to stop doing that, or they will get timed out. Yeah, that's up to my moderators. KX Will Mo, I'm looking at you, frauds. Anna says, rivals are looking to sign the GOAT of football. Yeah, Mo says, I didn't even know what El Clasico was today. It really died off. I'm sure it'll come back in terms of relevance, but it's certainly lost the gleam of say 10 years ago or something. Get your score predictions in, lads. It is the moderators. Who? Of course, Ken, you're an admin, KX. Kepa and Trippier will get 4 bonus points altogether, says Tayab. Oliver thinks 3-0 to the Arsenal. I've predicted Arsenal to win 1-0. I just can't see Spurs doing anything, to be honest. And Arsenal just has been so much better than them this season so far. I know, Snitch. No, Cakes, you are an admin, though, so get working. Richards was salty on Match of the Day yesterday. So, Seb, what did he say? 1-0 to... Oh, I know you're an Arsenal supporter, Oliver, yeah. Don't you worry. Yeah, half thinks 1-0 to Spurs. That's why Perez wanted Barca to sign Haaland and Madrid sign Mbappe so they could rejuvenate the rivalry again. Indeed. I'm sure that's probably why they wanted the Super League as well. I think Spurs will fluke it, says Halves. I'd love it if that happened, because they always do it against City. I'm sure Spurs will do it against City. I mean, was he crying, Seb, or was he justifiably complaining about the decision? Because there is a key difference there, in fairness. Just complaining about something which is right to complain about doesn't inherently mean it's crying. Ashu thinks 2-0 to Arsenal. William Hanley has 1,200 points. What a guy. What a guy. Odegaard's performance recently has been immense. Yeah, can he have another banging game today? Tom says, my goal scorers for you 2 all. Perisic with 1, Son with 1, Saka 1, and Odegaard with 1. Well, I would, what's the word? I'd take a point. Will. Don't worry, mate, you'll get 5k next month. You're going to go through on Arsenal, but they'll concede first. All Spurs fans leaving by the 60th minute. Kanji said it was the wrong call. I agree with him. I did a YouTube short explaining and outlining the rule. If you guys want to see what the specific instance is, that was the applicable law. Hello, Owl. You are indeed, and you're the resident referee. So get your eagle eyes on this game. Emiz says Emerson Royale, best player in the Prem. I did upload it on TikTok, and yeah, I've been banned again. So hopefully we can get it back. If not, I'll just have to make another account, which is upsetting. But yeah, I uploaded it. Even though it's definitely... I know the law. It's 100% fair use to use like 5 seconds of a football clip. But yeah, so TikTok is a huge L of a platform. But we'll see if we can get it back. If not, I'm not too worried. I'll just make another one. For the video, Tia, because I used like 5 seconds of the footage, and I was like, "Ow, I'm gonna ban you." Why did you mute me? I haven't muted you, Village. What? You gotta remember, Sky don't care about fair use. Says Owl. I mean, they should. It's the law, innit? Is Spence on the bench as well? I don't know. I don't think he is on the bench. No, I'm sorry, Will. I don't know who it was, but yeah, Spence is not on the bench as far as I can tell. There's not too many options on either bench, to be honest. Starts playing Hello Drill. He is indeed playing. Just having a look at the benches for both sides. Maybe Richarlison is on the bench, to be fair, for Spurs, as is Perisic. In terms of Arsenal, they can Colin Smith Rowe. But really, it's looking pretty... it's not looking like the strongest bench. If I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't really be filled with much confidence in terms of that. But obviously, would be filled with confidence by the starting 11. No, Penn slander says, well, can you not slander him because he's not even good enough to get on the bench? Could you say that? Depressed we can't see Emerson Ball today. Well, he's on the bench. He could come on. And Owl says, not going to lie, I don't see a Spurs win today. And I hope for one. Owl, I hope for one as well. But I'm with you. I don't see this being anything other than an Arsenal, a comfortable, not even an Arsenal win, a comfortable Arsenal win. Maybe not in terms of scoreline, but certainly in terms of performance. That's why I predict. I don't want that to happen. That's what I think will happen. He's not in the injured players list, but he's not on the bench. Constance didn't even call him up. That's what I'm saying. And the Spurs team is meaty. Yeah, it's if Spurs are going to get a win today, it's going to be a really fluky, cheeky goal on the counter-attack with their front three combining. But hey, if Harry Kane can get a goal, we love that. Nobbins is quite funny. Spence versus Jones debates last year over who's better, and now both players are being left out of the squad because they aren't good enough. Wait, Jones is being left out the Middlesbrough squad. Does he not play anymore? By the way, Will, Jones scored the most unbelievable world-class volley with his weak foot the other day. I think it's like my top goal scorer, maybe. He's so good. He didn't even make the bench. What aids? Cake says, need Spurs win and we need to draw with Arsenal. We can't win against Arsenal. It's just not possible. Haaland's minutes. The goal, I'm not sure what that is anymore. It obviously won't be as impressive as it was at the start. I think at one point it was like 51. Was a goal every 51 minutes in the Prem or something? Obviously not that anymore. Have some hopes as Tayab. It is possible. To be fair, you know, I mean, you know, didn't deserve to beat Arsenal, but you did. There we go. Kickoff is here. And Arsenal will get us up and running, shooting from left to right. I expect this to be domination from Arsenal and survival from Spurs. Or trying for survival anyway. Carrick says, fine and fit. We need to get him back playing well, but he isn't carrying an injury. Oh, wow. He's just... he just absolutely ended him. Would definitely deserve to be... no. No chance. No chance. They're creating nothing. Well, they had well, in the first instance, they had a very legitimate goal ruled out for a start. So I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. To be honest, it wasn't a foul, Tab. They came out, the referees came out afterwards and said it was definitely the wrong decision and we're sorry. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. You said that was a foul. Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? Hello, Eden. How you doing? He's been shit for months. It's because he isn't good enough. Oh, Spurs are actually coming forwards. And no, Sessignon doesn't do anything. Spurs lose and Arsenal loses. Eden, well, that's not possible, I'm afraid, Eden, because they're both playing each other. So, well, what happens if a match gets abandoned? I mean, if they make the effort to come out and admit it was an error, KX, then yes. Forster's plays. I tell you what, Forster's a good little squad player. How's Gasky? Yeah, he's all right. He went to a what's it? He went to an ABBA party yesterday. I think he enjoyed it. And he sent me a clip. They played a Blockbuster on the yeah, KX. Come on, mate. Let's not be cheeky. Stop moaning. I haven't even talked about it, KX, mate. Get both teams 5 red cards. They'll be abandoned. Yeah, if it is abandoned, what happens in terms of points? What happens there? Pin that table, you lose your mod. No cap. I don't even know how pin comments work on Twitch. I've never seen that because I don't see the same thing. I don't see the same thing. So KX, was it the correct decision or not? You tell me. You tell me. Mudrick moved to Chelsea, says Alu. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't really know. I sort of understood it from an Arsenal perspective because they need a bit more depth. But the Chelsea one, it's not a position they need, as far as I'm aware. Hello, Annalise. Yeah, Cake's very convenient from you. Hello, Jack. You'll never guess who's playing at striker for us the last 3 games. Crooks, bloody Crooks. He is a crook, am I right? How have you been? I've been good, Annalise. I've been good. How about you? Sure, Cake. Sure thing. It's a strong tackle on Saka, but a fair one. Xhaka, you can't have Xhaka and Saka on the pitch at the same time. It'll confuse my brain. Martinelli somehow gets forward. Does he somehow got the shot off? Spurs can now clear it. Good over here as well. Excellent stuff. He's also essential midfielder. Well, whenever I play him, I think I normally play him second striker. Oh, that's nice by Kane. And here is Sessegnon. I tell you what, from an England perspective, we need Sessegnon to be a good player in like a couple years time, because we are running low in that position. Yeah, 100 mil for someone who hadn't even had a full good season in Ukraine. The sport might be finished. 85 million with 30 mil in add-ons. That's not too bad. Well, maybe he'll be brilliant, but I've never seen him, never seen a match, and never seen him play. And all I've got to go off is stats. So I've got nothing else to go off. It looks like he's had a good half season in Ukraine. That's all I know about him. So it sounds a bit mental, but it's mainly the fact that Chelsea don't need that position, do they? Can't Pulisic play there, and Sterling can play there. Holes the future, says Will. I think he's brilliant based off one game, says Case. Which game is that? He shagged Scotland for Ukraine. Fairs. Thoughts on Southampton not getting relegated? I mean, for your sake, Jack, I hope they don't get relegated, but yeah, I'm not sure if that will happen, to be honest. Guys, Spurs have had more of the ball so far. Stop the count. Well, they did to assert dominance over Arsenal. It sort of stinks of you might not remember it. When Chelsea signed Wayne Bridge, purely just so Arsenal couldn't sign him. It stinks of that. Baldy, we've once again been banned. Hopefully we can get it back. If not, I'll just make another one and we'll I mean, I guess even though TikTok is an AIDS platform, I do know how it works, and it is quite easy to grow on there. So yeah. Shut up, Jack. I know, Baldy, I know. As I say, we'll either get it back or we'll just make another one and it'll be all good. In the proverbial. Arsenal with a high press. Lloris has got to punt it and he passes it out for no reason. Just, oh, dearie me, this is pathetic from Spurs. What is that? That's embarrassing. They deserve to concede. Oh, Spurs with a save. What are they doing? That is horrible play by Spurs. They're so shit, man. they're so lucky to have gotten away with that. They're so lucky. Come on, the Lily White, says Seb. That was shambolic. Spurs is asking... Sorry, Lloris is asking for calm for the other Spurs players. You're the reason why that all popped off, mate. Little idiot. Playing out from the back, I know. Played out from the back. Successful impossible challenge. Todd's in a Chelsea Twitter space, says Drill. Oh, really? Arsenal's the best club in the world, says Alu. Taking both of us want Spurs to win. Exactly, RC, yeah. Definitely. The pressing was good, but why didn't Lloris just punt it instead of like trying to play it out sideways the long way? I don't like Lloris as a person. No, it's just as a... He's always been like that though. I feel like every single season for Spurs, he's always shaky. A De Gea's distribution is somehow better, says KX. How is that possible? Spurs fans are booing an Arsenal. I don't know which Arsenal player they're booing, but I just heard a lot of boos when an Arsenal player got on the ball. Did anyone else catch that? Who are they booing? Why do you hate me, Village? That's not very nice. For once, both Manchester have a common enemy, says RC. Indeed. Well, it's all Arsenal this league so far. They've been much the better. They've been much the better team club in the league so far this season. They're booing Party. Why you here then, Village? Leave. I didn't mute you, Village. Why do you think I'm on Discord? I don't go on Discord when I stream. That's sort of the point, you swine. Lloris always has that mistake in him. I will totally agree. He's doing a Q&A on the Twitter space. What a guy. Oh, Marcelo's done really well there. He goes down. Referee says too easily. I'd like Arsenal to win the league if half my family didn't support them, says Case. Why? That's interesting. Why are they Arsenal fans? They do, RC, and that's why I think that even if Arsenal win today, obviously 8 points is a big gap, but we aren't even halfway through the season, and anything can happen. Doesn't mean it will, but it can. So I actually felt worse after the Everton and Brentford games rather than after the game yesterday. No, they just support Arsenal. Fair. Delay your commentary by 30 seconds as well. Okay. Oh, and Lloris has just done a huge error with his playing out from the back. Oh god. Why, Will? Are you watching it on a highly legal stream? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Arsenal with the free kick. Probably in a crossing area rather than a shooting one. There's going to be Odegaard over it. What happened with that party situation? Like, was that all just rumours and stuff? Or was it, like, alleged? Or did anything happen? Or what? What happened? I'll give you my Sky for your BT. Yeah, guys, share Sky Go and BT Sport passwords. In case you might be better than Haaland, but say it quietly, Mo. You're such a fraud. I hate you so much. Haaland was so bad. The reason why Haaland was bad yesterday, Tab, is because he wasn't getting good service. That's why. That was the issue. You're so homeless. Will to get arrested by the police raiding his house for illegal footy streams? Question mark. Yeah, wasn't there a thing on Twitter about like the police confirming they're going to raid a load of people's houses or something? I'm assuming it's not like individuals. I'm assuming they're raiding the people who are in charge of these illegal sites rather than just like, you know, random people who are using them. Because it's not illegal to watch and I'm pretty sure it's not illegal to watch an illegal stream, but it is illegal to obviously do the streaming. They're going to 1,000 houses across the UK. Need someone's BT account. Okay, I technically could give you mine, but I don't want to, you know. So, Onana's better than Rodri. What is happening? I can't go another season watching the Champions League on a dodgy stream. Is that a free kick to Spurs? It is. And a yellow card. Potentially. No, it's not. No, it's not game booked. Okay, never mind. Who was it? Was it Xhaka? Or Party? Yeah, Party should be getting the yellow. Party should definitely get a yellow card there. I don't know why. And you might think, oh, that, you know, it doesn't really matter. But if Spurs are on the counter-attack and Party does a cynical foul and drags someone down and he's not on a yellow, he knows he can do that now. If they're in me whilst I'm watching, they'll have to watch it too. Therefore, they'll be guilty too. Boom. Will love that. You're playing like 4D chess right now, I feel like. Guys, I can't show you the match because that's illegal and against copyright law. But you can come over to the Twitch, which is LNobbins, or the YouTube, which is LNobbins FC, if you want a better stream experience. Bro somehow doesn't trust me after I never showed anyone your pedophilic behaviors. Shut up, KX. If Saliba and Saka get a yellow, they missed the game against United. Oh, really? Ooh. Now, that is actually interesting. Saliba and Saka. The Saliba one could be huge. Yeah, they are all booing Party. Did anyone have an answer to what happened with the Party situation? Some Chelsea fan just said about signing Enzo and Rice, and Todd just left. He's definitely taking advice from these people on Twitter. Damn, using my rights as Tom, innit? I know, right? Madness. Oh, Kane with a cheeky switch, but it's not really to anyone. I think the intended recipient was Doherty, but didn't quite work out. We've got a chance if we have Rashford running at Rob Holding. This is KX, yeah? Definitely. Party's a rapist. But is he actually, Will? Or is it... Oh, and Party nearly gave the ball away there. But did it actually... What's it? Saka in over the top. That's too easy. Sessegnon's got to do some defensive work here up against Saka. That's never a good combination. Saka beats him too easily, and it's in. What has just happened? Lloris is so bad, man. Lloris is so fucking awful. How has that gone in? Saka crossed it. And Lloris, I think Lloris palmed it into his own goal. I think Saka's well on. What is that? World Cup winner, yeah. Let's have a look at this. Sessignon does that. Oh my god, it's so bad. That is terrible. That's shocking. Saka crosses it backwards, and Lloris somehow it. Let's see if it takes any deflection. I think it may do from Sessignon, but that's not good enough. You've got to do so much better there. I've no idea how he's done that. That's almost an impossible thing to do there from Lloris, and yet he did it. That sort of reminds me of, you know, I think it was 0-0 in the Arsenal-Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea gave away the deadest goal from a set piece. Like, if you're going to concede to Arsenal, at least make it be a brilliant goal in a North London derby, and that's what you do. Well, I know he has. He's been the best defensive midfielder in the league this season. What a finish. Is he actually a rapist, though, or is that like, what's it? Hello, Curtis. He says, what a finish. Let me know who you support. Revoke his World Cup medal. Arsenal Lucas team ever, says Seb. He's raped Lloris. Oh, God, it's so bad. I don't know how he's done that. Lloris going to turn into prime Buffon next week against City. Wouldn't surprise me. Party hasn't been charged. Okay. So it's all like alleged and stuff. I am supporting Spurs today, Annalise, yeah, but I tell you what, you're hard to love, Spurs. You're hard to love. And so easy to hate, because you're so shit. Yeah, that's definitely a Lloris own goal. Poor opinion is he's a rapist, but got away with it because it happened abroad. Hello, Noel. How you doing? Hi, mate. I hope you're doing well. New to the channel. Can't believe I haven't got more subs. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Noel. Really hope you... if you're new to the channel, I would advise you go watch some of my YouTube videos. Not just live streams. Some of my YouTube videos. Would recommend. You might want to watch why Liverpool's struggling this season. That's a heavy hitter. If you're a City fan, you might find some interest in the Colin Bell documentary. Die with a nice ball into Sessignon. He's still got the ball. That's interesting. From Spurs now. He's trying to play it into Son. Oh, that was a good chance. The flag didn't come. I think that play was in an offside position, but Son wasn't, question mark. That was a good save, though, by Ramsdale. Showing that they can threaten. I have no idea how he's punched it backwards. Everyone on Twitter's going at Lloris for being shit. Well, good, RC, because he bloody is. I think that could be match fixing. As much as I love him, Casemiro's been better. I don't think. Not this season. I don't think so. Yeah, we know it's no own goal, Taya. He literally punched it into his own net. Liverpool and Chelsea are this season's United and Arsenal from last season. That's your observation, says Annalise. Kane's playing defensive mid while Son's through on goal. Bloody hell. Oh, if only that went in, maybe we could have had some hope. But as it stands, Arsenal have an 8-point lead at the top of the table. I think City's still second, aren't they? Son was onside. I think that would have counted. But it's a good save by Ramsdale. We're not talking about Rodri Tip. We're talking about Party. What's happening? I can't spell safe. For some reason that says Annalise, don't you worry. They're organising an FSG out protest and banner on the cop for the Chelsea game. Of course they are. I need a Saliba clean sheet or Harry Kane goal for the FPL. Well, let's hope for a penalty. That's what normally happens with Parry Payne. Or second because Newcastle took United. Carter, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Are you still in the City of the Favourites camp? I don't know if they're favourites because there's an 8-point difference, but I still think that if you had to really push me and say, you know, do your final prediction who's going to win the league, City or Arsenal? At this point, I'd still edge towards City. Mainly because it's still so early on in the season in relative terms. Well, still, I think after this game, are we halfway done, or are we less than halfway done? And Ketia, I thought it was going to be another own goal there for Spurs. They clear it away this time. How's one check their knob coins? I think you do exclamation mark points or knob coins, Annalise. That's how it works. City can beat Arsenal twice as Tayab. They definitely can, and that's what it might come down to. That's what it might come down to. But let's say that I think City play Arsenal in a few games' time. So let's say Arsenal beat City and it gets to like 11 points. And you know, City have like lost one of their 6-point swings. Then I think at that point I would say that Arsenal have got to be the favourites, haven't they? But I think that, rightly or wrongly, I think most people would still say City are. I mean, let's do a short poll here, guys. Who in your guys' minds? Not even asking who you think will win, just asking who you think the favourites are for the title. Let's do just City and Arsenal. Let me know what you think, because I don't. I want to know what most people think. I think Spurs asked Miz. Will says City. Imagine telling a Liverpool fan a year ago we'd be close to Forest and first. Is that true? Kex says Arsenal are favourites. Because Arsenal will win. City then Arsenal says RC. And Højbjerg's holding off Odegaard well there. Favorite says who I think will win at the end of the season. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. If we beat Spurs next, then I say City. If we lose or draw, I think it's the arse. This could be a make or break a couple weeks for City, because they play Spurs twice and Arsenal. So, you know, they could quite easily lose all 3 of those games. I think if that happens, then I would be firmly right. City ain't winning. Newcastle title race shouts. Well, yeah, that's why I haven't included Newcastle and United in the question, because I think they're in a title race in name only, and by that, Odegaard's got a chance to line up the shot, and Lloris actually saved something, because you might look at the table and go, oh, they've got points near about, so therefore they're in a race. But I think it's a bit more complex than that. I think 18 that's a full 8 points clear has to be favourites, says Mo. So you think Arsenal are favourites? United and Newcastle are more in a top 4 race. It's hard to pass. Yeah, exactly, Tayab. I think that's what we'll see. I think that's what we'll find come the end of the season. Arsenal don't have the squad depth. Same with United. City do. Well, that's what I'm hoping to happen. But, you know, the more Arsenal win and the more City drop points, it does make it less and less likely. We may have a new sporting director. United will only maybe a title contender if they beat Arsenal again. No worries at all, Tom. No worries at all. Party still being booed here quite heavily. Mrs. says City shouldn't have no fans. Brilliant. Speaking of a City fan, let's go to see what Noel said. I'm a City fan. We'll definitely check more videos out. Love that from you, Noel. I am just a football channel, but there's obviously a slight focus on City because, you know, I am a City fan. What do you think our biggest contributor to the poor-ish season has been? I personally don't think it's been that bad. It hasn't been terrible. I do think that some people are dressing it up as worse than it actually has been. There have been a couple of bad performances, but I don't think it's been like terrible. I mean, at the end of the day, they are still second in the table. I think part of it is the fact that Arsenal have been brilliant, so it looks worse. But I just think that some players just are making uncharacteristic errors at silly moments. I think for me the main issue is midfielders keep giving the ball away. Saka with a good ball in. It was an interesting effort by Martinelli, and Spurs can clear it. Only to Partey. Oh, he smashes the crossbar. Oh, my word. What a goal that would have been. Flipping heck. Hello, Musty. No, Will, that's not true at all. Yeah, that was an outrageous shot. What's worse, City 22-23 or City 19-20? Definitely 19-20. We're only like, wait, what is it? We're only like 4 points worse. Was it 4 or 5 points worse off compared to last season? Like it's not like it's been a terrible season or anything. We're not even halfway there. I think it's been I think it's being a bit overplayed. I've seen something about on Twitter. Apparently, according to an Arsenal fan, Nketiah is better than Prime Rooney. Oh, football Twitter's a special place, isn't it? Optus is a minute behind. I still haven't seen this party shot. It was a cracker. Have Arsenal got this good? Arteta. That's what. It's definitely not Haaland. People who say that have not watched enough City, quite frankly. It's a very lazy analysis. And it's just wrong. Annalise says, fun fact, at the end of the 82-83 season, Ajax decided to drop off Cruyff, thinking he wouldn't be as good due to age. So he ended up signing for the rival Feyenoord, and he won the league and the cup. That is a fun fact. Thank you for that, Annalise. A bit of Johan Cruyff. Probably, if you had to sort of like combine impact on football as a player and manager, probably the biggest in respect of impact, question mark. Haaland squeezed by Varane. No, Teb. Haaland was squeezed by the fact that the likes of De Bruyne and Bernardo especially just kept misplacing their passes. Opponent's playing every defender possible out of position. Wait, what's that for, Drill? Can't wait for the Spurs masterclass against us. Oh, sorry. You're talking about City. I got confused then. Most of Zalsan might be better than the Centurion cities. Do you remember that time on the Bournemouth when I said lucky comments on the Bournemouth stream, Mo, and you were like, "There's no way I overhyped this Arsenal team." No, De Bruyne is also struggling, and as I say, it's got nothing to do with teams shutting City down. It's because the midfielders just keep giving away cheap balls. Like there's nothing special. A prime example is the Everton game. Everton didn't do anything exceptional. City just couldn't string a few passes together. and as I say, and these are it's unforced errors rather than forced. Nobbins sounds salt. I don't, Seb. I can't tell if we're joking or not when we say this. It's hard to gauge tone. Because Strike's playing off the shoulder instead of dropping deep and creating a passing option. No, Will, you're not listening. It's a basic pass. It's nothing to do with Haaland. Trust me, I've watched every single minute of City this season. It's nothing to do with that. De Bruyne is just mishitting 5-yard passes. It's got shit all to do with the positioning of Haaland, who does also drop deep sometimes, by the way. So that's also not true. Nothing to do with that. I did, Miz. That's a Patreon video. Ten Hag's better than Pep's said, brilliant. Musty says, well, De Bruyne has been weird. He's been world class and then shit. It's really weird. Like he'll drop a truly world class performance against Leeds, and then as I say against Everton, he just can't hit a basic pass. I don't understand. Some of the passes in that Southampton game, I thought I was watching Henderson and Milner for City. Yeah, and that was a game which didn't even feature Haaland as a starter. I don't know why players just being really poor in respect to their passing. Arcee says, do you think Haaland impacts the way City play? If you had someone else, do you think City will play better? No, I don't know. The passing's nothing to do with Haaland's presence. It's nothing to do with that. It's just individual errors. I don't really have another explanation for it, to be honest. There's a reason he's been amazing for years. No, Will, you're not listening. It's irrelevant what Haaland's positioning is. The passes aren't to Haaland. It's a 5-yard ball Kevin De Bruyne can't make. It's to quote Delph, it's the basics of football. It's nothing to do with that. And you also see it when Haaland doesn't play. It's the exact same issues in the exact same situation. Yeah, Musty. As I say, it's lazy, wrong analysis, quite frankly. In general, if you had someone less physical in the mode of an Aguero, for example, says Arcee. Well, I'd rather prime Aguero than Haaland, but that's because he's a better player. No, I'm more than happy with having Haaland in the team. The man scored over 20 Premier League goals. FSG sells out. We need Bellingham, says Drill. What's this? Is this a tweet or something? Why is Harry Kane at centre-half? No, we'll be having less of that. Again, this is the weird, lazy analysis that just doesn't work on any level. Whilst I banned Broccoli, it's very upsetting. It is lazy because it doesn't actually. It's an explanation which tells me you haven't actually watched enough of City, and people who say that have just gone, oh well, this is new player, therefore that must be why. I was like, well, no, if you actually watch the games, you'll realize that's not the case at all. We're playing too defensive, says Owl. But yeah, I'm banned on TikTok currently due to because I uploaded a video which was totally in line with copyright fair use, by the way. But TikTok does not care about that, so it got taken down. And because this has happened before, where I've been reported falsely, because it doesn't apparently doesn't. No, but you're saying it's because of the presence of him. It's nothing to do with him. I'm not saying it's to do with him playing bad. It's just wrong either way. Yeah, so that's why I banned on TikTok. Hopefully we'll be back. Hopefully we'll be able to get it back. But if not, I'll just have to make another one. Spurs are so sad to watch. Can't wait to lose 1-0 to them. It's definitely happening. It is definitely happening. I can't wait for that. The classic Conte's easy 6 points against Pep. Spurs wins better for the United title. Charged as Broccoli. I'll just make another Nobbins account here because I'll just put ones on there. I'm saying the system's changed to a comment hole and it has you playing worse football. But that's not true. It's just not true, and there's no point in me even if you believe that. I don't really know what else I can say about it because it's just not true. To be honest, Haaland has stunk since the World Cup. Pep still doesn't have hair. Well, you're right about the hair one. To be honest. Hello, Kamal. What do you think modern football can do to change to where well-run clubs such as Brentford have a chance of winning something? That's a very interesting question, Kamal. I don't know if that's possible, to be honest. But you say something. So they've always got a chance of winning a cup, but in terms of winning the Premier League, bar like a perfect storm, as we saw with the Leicester season. It ain't happening. I don't think. I think the only way you could do it would be by enforcing very strict rules on spending caps. I think that's the only way you could do it, probably. And let's be honest, that's never going to happen. The current game favors clubs with money rather than clubs that run well, and not, say, big teams don't run clubs well, such as City, who are a perfect example. Big team run well from top to bottom. If looking to the States, small teams have the possibility of winning something with strategy and well-run organization. yeah, I think the only way you'd be able to do it, I think the only way you'd be able to do it would be to artificially make it so that the biggest, that like certain sides can only spend a set amount of money. But you'd have to do that across the world, otherwise it wouldn't work. And let's be honest, that's never going to happen because companies like money. It's a yellow card for Romero, by the way. Phone so many games where he just doesn't do anything. I'm considering putting him on fraud watch. Says KX. It's a shame. He had a really good start to the season, and he has gone. He's been very quiet in this post World Cup, basically. Apart from the game where he was actually played in midfield against Chelsea, where I thought he was actually really good. But yeah, post World Cup, he's been getting a bit lost on the left. I thought that ball was going to fall to Saka then. Pep and Ten Hag are bald. Arteta is Paella Muncher. What the fuck? Hello, Rabidi. How you doing? Hello, Gav. Hoping Spurs can get back into the game. Probably not going to happen. It's been a very nothing performance by Spurs so far, to be honest. Odegaard again allowed a long shot. What a goal that is. Why are they not closing him down? Why are they giving him so much space? I don't get it. Grealish has always been better than Foden, to be fair. So I don't know I don't know where that came from. But there was a situation in the earlier in this match when Odegaard had so much space. What is happening? Odegaard is genuinely the best player of all time. Why is so bad, man? That is terrible. It's a great finish, obviously. Why has he got so much space? What is that Romero who just stood still doing shit all? That's terrible. It's a really good finish. Terrible defending. What a midfield for Spurs to Smo, yeah. What a closing down by Spurs there. I'd be walking home if I was a Spurs fan, says Jack. Is Martin Tyler asleep, says Seb. Yes, Mo. And Jack says I'd be walking home if I was a Spurs fan. We were still just constantly crossing to 3 foot. I don't know what this is in reference to. We were constantly crossing to 3-4 midgets, and I say we cross more just because we actually capitalize on them. I don't think that we cross more. I don't think we've crossed more this season than last. I might be wrong there, but it's not. If it has happened, it's not something I've noticed. But then again, I don't track crosses, so maybe we do. I don't know. I don't know what that's in reference to though. Gav says we're not closing them down quick enough, and I'm at the game. Innit? Oh, Tab, that's such a big paragraph, man. Is it worth my time reading? United shape / press yesterday was exceptional, especially in the first half. Left wing, right wing took inside to cover the passes through to City's 8s. Forced balls to wide areas, mean the fullbacks had to stay wide. Made the centre forward 8s and wingers have to come deep to receive the ball. I think United could have played any shape in that first half, the way City were passing the ball around. Yeah. Look at the momentum meter, lads. Look at all that blue. Look at it. Look at it. That's some shot to be fair, but Bentancur... I don't think Bentancur's on the pitch, is he? I think Bentancur's injured. Am I being stupid? Yeah, he's not on the pitch. I think it was Romero maybe who should have closed it down. But yeah, Spurs will be ruining that stupid error from Lloris and then ruining not just not closing Odegaard down when you know have you not seen him this season? What's happening? Maybe they become easy to force errors. No. Will, I'm telling you, they are not forced errors. They are unforced errors. De Bruyne sometimes can't hit a 5-yard pass. It's nothing. I said it again. The Everton game, as a prime example, Everton didn't do anything brilliantly to make City give the ball away so many times. They didn't have the players in brilliant areas. They had players who were open and they just couldn't find them. The Southampton game as well. That's the worst game I've ever seen City play under Pep since that 4-0 in the first season. City just keep giving the ball away over and over and over again needlessly for no reason. That's the issue. Are you going to make Arsenal a win in the league? Says Seb. Not yet, because we are less than halfway through the season, and because City still have to they still have to play Arsenal twice. Play someone suddenly is supposed to pass the ball, less options for passes, something worse quality passes. But there aren't less options. No, I'm not having this, Will. There aren't. I'm sorry, but you're just wrong. There aren't less options. It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. It's because they're just making stupid errors. Haaland wasn't even on the pitch in the Southampton game for most of the match, and they were making the exact same errors. It's got nothing to do with a system change. If there has even been a change like that, it's nothing to do with that at all. Haaland's build-up play is actually pretty good. Is your explanation? No, Will. I don't know what the explanation is. I'm not claiming to know what the explanation is. But I'll tell you right now, it's borderline stupid to say it's because of Haaland. Hence be describing it as a lazy explanation. I don't know what the explanation is. I'm sure Pep doesn't know what the explanation is. Otherwise, it would have been ironed out by now. But I can tell you what it definitely isn't. Conte's wearing a turtleneck to try and cover up the rope burns of him trying to hang himself. Oh my god. Okay. That's harsh. Odegaard have a free kick. Arsenal have a free kick in a dangerous area, by the way. Joe says they struggled to find Alvarez for the whole game when Haaland wasn't on the pitch. It's not Haaland. Yeah, it isn't. It just isn't. It's not a thing. Right, Odegaard, is he going to go for goal? I hope so. Oh, hits the Spurs. That's a shame. That hits the Spurs wall. That's a shame. Poo. Oh, dear. Dearie me. Right, 3 minutes left of this first half. If Spurs could do something to make the game like a spectacle, that might be interesting. You know, that might be fun. The system change. I don't even know if the system has changed that much. And again, Will, you can keep peddling this weird theory if you want, but I think you're on your own here. It's the exact same problems when Haaland's not on the pitch. It's nothing to do with him. You can say it 12 more times if you want. You will still be wrong, though. But you go for it if you'd like to. Southampton batter City, says Tayab. They did, and that's not even a joke. I'd say it's the worst Pep performance for like 3 or 4 years. It was terrible. Terrible scenes. The Great Escapes is Jack. Do you think they are going to escape? Jack. Pep's an average man to gets it down in the summer. Not sure about that one. Spurs in the mud? Oh yeah, of course they are. Of course they're in the mud. It's Spurs, isn't it? It's bloody Spurs. They're doing Spursy things. I don't know what the tune is. It's really heating up, says Drill. Right. What is this takeover news, Drill? Is the source really good? Or is it one of your in the nose? Sub all 11 off the pitch at half time, says Owl. Honestly, that might be what you have to do, to be fair. It might have to be a thing. Allay, allay, allay. Allay, allay, allay. The source is random people. I think I may be in love with Odegaard. Toby, that's totally reasonable, mate. That is incredibly reasonable. I rate that. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be in love with him as well. He's acting like prime Kevin De Bruyne. So that's the thing. They're singing LA, LA, LA. The source is the same guy I get everything from. He's never wrong. He's never wrong. A bold statement there. A bold statement. Oh, Little Fox, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Feel free to get involved in the chat. My name is Nobbins, Man City fan and England fan, so you can tell by my England top. Spurs have had 1 touch in Arsenal's box. Arsenal have had 19 in Spurs'. Yeah, that is tragic. Sounds about right, to be fair. It sounds about right. What am I doing? I was going to do something wise, and I can't remember what it was. I know. I've remembered what I'm doing. Just came over from the YouTube. Excellent stuff. Are you Noel, Little Fox? Are you Noel? Conte out, to be honest, as well. Honestly, I don't know. Conte's a weird one. I don't know what's happening. Is it just like, is it like an allergy to, is it just like a Spurs issue? Is it just like, does this club just have an allergy to managers doing good or something? I don't get it. Conte out, he's tanking my bet. What's my job? This is my job, Seb. And if you guys want to help support me in my job, you can sign up to the Patreon. The link is right there. Do you want exclusive videos? Do you want exclusive videos with me and my girlfriend? Do you want to come on the phone-ins at halftime? Do you want your names to the credits of YouTube videos? Do you want shout-outs in YouTube videos and streams? Do you want to be in the Hall of Fame? Time to the YouTube. Just to... I think Musty wanted me to check the crossing situation. Maybe I made that up. I have done. I can confirm that City are crossing less this season compared to last season. Just an FYI on that. Little Fox says Loris makes too many mistakes of late. Well, just generally as well. That's the issue with Lloris. He's always got a severe mistake or 12 in him. Like every single game. I don't really know. It's not even like he offers any like brilliant distribution to make up for it. He's just yeah. He's just a bit meh, to be honest. That's a nice ball into Kulishevsky, but there's no one there. Pep Tactics is twat it in the box, and inshallah. That's a good ball into Kane, is it? And it's Ramsdale forced into a save. Wasn't offside. Spurs have had 2 really good chances this game, and you feel that they probably had to score that goal. He is onside. It's a good ball. He goes in between Gabriel and Saliba, and it's a simple enough save for Ramsdale in the end. It's not the easiest chance for Kane. And we're going to have a corner. Ball in. Oh, it could be dangerous. It's Højbjerg. And it's a terrible shot. And he goes down holding his little leg. Oh, penalty! Oh, shit! We said a Kane penalty. It might be happening here. This could actually... Right, we might actually have a game now. If this gets given and Spurs score, we might have a game. That's not been given, has it? That's not been given. There's no way that's a penalty. No way. Wait, what? Oh, it's not been given. Oh. Oh, that was weird. That was really odd. Oh, I thought he pointed... The commentator said it's a penalty. Why am I being lied to? King Martin Tyler or whoever is on commentary. Well, it's not... No penalty was given. But the commentators said that he pointed to the spot. Like, what are these commentators doing? Are you doing this to me? Anyway. Commentators got it wrong. Says, "Oh, yes, indeed." What is Optus, Curtis? That's disgusting, says chat. Yeah, he could have been killed. He could have been killed. A clear red card. Yeah, exactly. Get me on the phone in, says Drill. Okay. Don't you worry. We will have one. Don't you worry about it. Use the VAR there for a reason. Hello, Mark Phelan. Of course, I remember you. I feel like it's been a while, but how are you doing, mate? Welcome. I will never let you go. Are you been in a coma? Oh, Mark, hope you've been all right. Oh, by the way, we recently hit... I know it's bad news with the TikTok being banned, you know, hopefully temporarily, but we did recently get to 6,000 subscribers on the YouTube, which is, you know, very nice. It's very nice. Optus is Australian. It's an internet provider, and they have a sports channel like Sky. Ah, I understand. I understand. Well, let's head over now to the Noblet. Phone in.
This is your radio. Your station.
I'm joined by Miz, Will, and Drill. That does rhyme. We're going to start with, I think Liam's got some very exciting... Oh, Mo's here as well. Liam's got some very exciting Liverpool potential news for us, which we will get into. But let's start with let's start by talking about the match itself. Oh dear, gosh, this is a busy one. So yes, as I say, I'm going to come to Will to talk about the match. Hello, Will.
Hiya.
How are you doing?
All right, yeah.
Wonderful. What do you make of that first half, Will?
Pretty much what everyone expected. There was like 90% chance this was going to happen, and then I saw the stat about home teams in the North London derby and how they just never lose.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of worried about that because I want Arsenal to win, but yeah, no, they're winning.
Indeed. What happened in my eye, asks Mark. It's just a birthmark. It's always been there. This is just a private message for Will. Musty says, "Kill yourself." Sorry about that, Will. But you know, is there any hope for Spurs, Will, or is this just like dead, game over, done?
If they can make it 2-1, there could be, but I don't see Arsenal slowing down. I don't know. It's not the Arsenal of old. I'd give it like a 95% chance of Arsenal winning.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that. I think that Spurs that Kane shot probably had to go in for them to have a chance. I'm saying that they've had two decent chances to score, but Ramsdale saved them in both instances. Gotta go, your grandma just shot your hamster, says Mark. No worries at all, mate. Good luck with that. Lil Fox says I wouldn't mind having Pickford as a replacement. I'm also joined by DR. Hello, DR.
Hello.
Speaking of replacements, your manager, is he getting sacked or what?
Yes, get Moyes out.
I mean, everyone wants him, but it's not look like he's gonna get sacked. There's been actually no reports about him being sacked.
Question for Will: if this West Ham side go down, are they the best side that's ever got relegated from the Prem?
No.
There was another West Ham team that got relegated. I think they got like 39 points. It was the one that had like Michael Carrick and David James in it. I don't know if you remember that, but I mean, this team's good on quality. Is it too good to go down, Will? And are you Moyes out if you're a West Ham fan?
I am Moyes out, and no, it's not too good to go down. That'll be the mistake of keeping Moyes in. Oh, the team's too good. Like, give him time, kind of thing. They'll go down if they keep him in.
Yeah, and so DR, if Moyes does go, who do you want to come in? And bear in mind, you know, realistically, who could come in as well?
The thing is, there's like absolutely zero managers available that are like linked to teams currently. I mean, for like a game or two, it seems like a crazy idea, but I try Noble just for the vibes for like a game or two.
Just
and
for
see
the
if it
vibe.
works or not. Like,
Oh my God.
Anything's better than
Oh,
Moyes.
Musty says Hasenhüttl to West Ham.
Yeah, but like he's not even linked to any teams. Like we don't even know if he's available.
Well, he is available.
I mean, he's out of a
No,
job.
like,
I
he
imagine
could-
he's probably available.
Why would he take over West Ham?
Vibes, I don't know.
Why would he take over Southampton?
Get Chris Wilder.
Get Dyche, says Little Fox.
Sean Dice.
I mean, Daesh promised to play better football, but like, am I gonna sack Moist and get Daesh? Like, what's the difference?
I don't know, but let's go over to Miz now, who's also a West Ham fan. Miz, give me your thoughts on Moyes and give me your thoughts on who you want to come in to replace him.
So, Sean.
Sean Dyche.
Uh-huh.
Excellent stuff. And prediction, will Moyes be sacked this season, or will they hang on to him like a limpet? Okay, right. Okay, we're going to move over to Mo then, because Miz didn't want to answer that one. Hello, Mo.
Wait, what was that question? I completely...
Will Moyes last the season? What's the question?
He will.
Alright.
He will. Okay, thank you for that. Right, let's come to the... We've got two Liverpool fans on as well. We've got Mo and Liam. Hello, guys.
What's up, mate?
Hello, mate.
I've actually got a comment on West Ham.
Okay,
actually-
let's hear your West Ham comment, and then let's get into your Liverpool
As
news.
an honorary West Ham fan, right?
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Moyes is going.
Okay.
Moyes will not make it the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No.
Mate, that X guy, he knows what he's talking about.
Noble.
He will not make it. You'll get Stuart Pearson for like 2 games as a fucking interim, and then you'll end up getting you'll pay for someone like Thomas Frank. That's what I think you'll get, like someone like that.
Okay.
Maybe Amarine from Sporting.
Who?
The sporting manager, it sounds like. Let's have your Liverpool news, Liam. What's going on?
I don't know, but it's excited me. Just loads of people are talking about like. Oh, hang on.
He's got Romano on the phone.
No, I haven't. DR, can you like translate this to me, please? I don't know what this means.
What did you say?
Well, I can't fucking speak Arabic, mate.
Well, post it in football chat.
What a
mate.
simp. Right. Anyway, whilst Liam's freaking Google
There you go,
translating his Arabic text, let's go over to Mo. Hello, Mo.
Just message it back to me, what it says.
Do you know anything about this news that Liam's talking about?
No, I've just been watching the game, to be honest.
Our friend. Well, let's talk about the game then whilst Liam's sorting himself out. What do you make of that first half? And is there any hope for Spurs in the second half?
Well, yeah, I have been a part-time Arsenal fan for 18 games now, so...
Yeah.
I just want to say, all of the stuff I said in the Bournemouth stream was 100% correct. This
No,
Arsenal
it's
side
right. Bullshit. Was it correct? You were acting like. Oh, there was a comment in this stream. I'm sure you said this Arsenal team's already better than the Centurions. I'm sure that's what you said.
No, that was sarcasm, mate.
Yeah. Sure. Anyway, Mo, proceed. Mark, calm down, by the way, in the chat, please, mate. Let's be having less of that. Proceed, Mo.
No, yeah, I'll just say some mad stuff, and then every time it's wrong, I'll just say I'm joking. That's my technique. Anyway, Arsenal, yeah, very good team, probably winning the league, and Spurs really look out of their depth. Arsenal maybe like 3 tiers ahead of them. No midfield, nothing, just, yeah, it's not great.
Any hope for Spurs in the second half, or is this going to be an easy Arsenal 3 points and 8 points at the top of the table? Everyone's clear.
Absolutely. Spurs aren't doing anything. Maximum they're getting is a Kane goal out of nothing, but other than that, no. By the way, Dard might be the best midfielder in the league. He's insane. What a player.
He's been very good, hasn't he?
In the league, mate.
Well, yeah, because
Gareth Bowen is.
on form.
He's not even a midfielder, Miz, mate.
Shut up.
What? Oh, Bowen. Wait, no. Bowen isn't... Okay, fuck off. Bowen is shit. By the way, can we talk about how Phil Foden fall off quickly? Yeah, mad. Anyway.
Yeah.
That is true. The Saka Foden debate is it's looking ridiculous.
Yeah, guys, I forgot that we judge players based off form, but sure, you do you if you want.
The debate is
It's been
actually...
about a year.
Huh?
It's been about a year of Saka being better.
Again, yeah, I would suggest that one season is still form. But yeah.
The
He
21
said
and
1
20,
year, to be fair.
Huh?
They're
He said a
21
year.
and 20 or something like that. So, like,
So?
we have like 3 years to judge off. If one's clearly better for a whole year, that's a third of the time.
Well, Foden was better before that, wasn't he? That's the point.
Saka
So
was
Foden
playing-
being
I'm,
better
I'm,
3
and I'm,
years
I'm
ago
also
means-
sure it was you like a few weeks ago who even accepted that he was a better player. So unless you were just lying,
No, I
then
said that he has no. I said he has a better potential.
no, you
'Cause,
didn't.
like,
No,
I
you
don't-
didn't.
I think
No, I'm sure you said, "Oh, this is what I'll settle for." You say he's a better winger. I'll accept he's a better player. I'm sure that's what you said. I'll
No,
go
I-
back
no,
and get the quotes.
I'll accept that you can say he's a better player, and that's like a justifiable opinion. I think you're wrong,
I've
but
got my
I've got to
popcorn.
accept that he's a better winger.
Okay, interesting. Right, Liam, do you have any news?
It wasn't what I thought it was. The thing that we've just been waiting for.
That's
God.
mate.
So
It
what?
was,
Right, so what's happening?
it was literally just some guy called Qatari on Twitter, and he's got like 500k. He just said interest in Liverpool, but we knew that. So
Right. So it's not actually that exciting.
no, that's not the exciting part.
Right, what's the exciting part then?
Absolutely no. All like just loads of these. One of them I trust a lot. The other ones I'd never even heard of until
Right.
today. I'll be honest, but they're all saying that like potentially it's there is a bid. There was a bid. They said that the other day, but now they're saying that it's like so far advanced that they might even be at Anfield for the Chelsea game. So
Interesting.
I'm very
So
excited.
how rate this the accuracy of this information?
Source- okay, this source that's saying it. I trust this guy with my life. I'll
God,
be
okay.
honest. I actually do. I always bang on about this. He is a legend,
Right.
but like obviously I don't know where he's getting it from, but I do trust him. So
Wait, Liam, what are the odds of you
Excited.
killing yourself if they're not there for the Chelsea game? Can you kill yourself?
no. Because he said they could. He never said they will be at the Chelsea game.
Okay, yeah.
Liam, Musty says these are the same people that were saying Mbappe was joining Liverpool. What are your thoughts on that?
No. These are not. This guy did not say Mbappe was. I can confirm that.
Okay. Interesting.
He said he did call Gakpo and Nunes
Okay.
like a long while before everyone else, and the FSG selling thing. He knew about that.
Yeah.
He's an icon. He knows what he's talking about.
Okay. And then a final thing, just touching on Will, because Will just said something then. You've got a bet with Will, haven't you? That's
Oh no, I'll happily pay that out very soon.
So how much is Will earning?
20 quid, I think.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's right. It's really
There
good.
we go. In case you don't know, Liam, it wasn't even that long ago. Was it a couple months ago, maybe?
I shouldn't
Yeah,
even
it was just
trust
before the World Cup, right?
Klopp.
Yeah. So around
This-
November,
This guy,
Liam
this
said that
German little bozo. I shouldn't have trusted him.
he said that he bet 20 quid that Liverpool would finish above Arsenal in the league table. At that point, Liverpool, they were in turmoil, I think, and Arsenal were not. It was a
No,
very
we weren't
brave
in
bet. You might say
turmoil.
foolish, but that's the easy 20 quid for Will.
We weren't in turmoil. We're struggling a little bit. Now we're in fucking turmoil. I swear, if we actually lose Chelsea, and like this news, I bet you is the only thing keeping Klopp from not saying no. That's it. I'm gone.
Right, our game against Chelsea is actually 9th versus 10th. This is a mid-table clash. This is not top 4. This is the mid-table teams going head-to-head. It's actually bad.
It is indeed right.
They will finish above us.
We're going to
Chelsea.
the second half now, lads. Thank you so much for joining me.
Roberts, can I ask a final question?
Of course
to
you can.
If you had to put the percentages, what's the percentage Man City win the league now?
Uh,
Now that Arsenal are 8 points ahead.
the percentage City win the league, I'd maybe go like 55%.
Oh, so it's
Zero.
above Arsenal.
What's
So-
the point difference?
It'll be
No.
eight if Arsenal win this.
8's doable.
It is. It is because Because City play
You
them
haven't
twice.
played
That's the
them.
thing. But it's basically reliant on City winning at least one of those games.
If it was 11, I think no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if Arsenal beat City, then I will say that Arsenal should definitely win the league, and it would at that point it might be a bottle if they don't, maybe, but that's another conversation.
The years you beat us not beating the years you beat us in the title race, us not beating you is why you won it.
Yeah,
Because
so
we lost to you and drew to you twice last season.
yeah, so it could be a
That's
very
why we
important
didn't
game. But
win.
yeah, guys, we're gonna go to the second half. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the chat. Goodbye, lads.
Don't worry, I was the best person.
I don't know what Miz said right at the end there. Hello, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, Lloris had an absolute stinker. It was terrible. Yeah, could we just like I think give Mark a timeout? It's just because he was being a bit wild. Then he's normally all right, Mark. I don't really know what he was doing there. Yeah, as I say, Mark's normally chill. Oh, you did timeout. Thank you. Yeah, Mark, just have a chill. Have a chill out, because you're normally all right, Mark. Yeah, just a vibe. Lil Fox says, I'm a Spurs supporter. No chance are we pulling this back, winning this battle. Yeah, I think for Spurs to get anything, you had to score one of those goals. You had to take one of those chances, sorry. Who's Mark? He's called Mark Phelan. He's sometimes in the chat, DR. That is who he is. It's a thing. Can I show the live game? No. Daniel Phil, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Let me know what football team you support. If you want. I mean, you don't have to, but if you'd like to. Now, as I say, chat, Mark's normally all right. So let's in general, unless it's like a bot and I specifically say ban, let's do timeouts. Oh, DR, what the hell? Don't ban me, you fraud. You dirty little fraudster. You're a United fan, Daniel. Excellent stuff. I bet you were buzzing about the result yesterday. I don't know if you know, but I'm a City fan and an England fan, as you can tell from the England kit. This England kit hasn't really brought Spurs much luck, to be honest with you. Thoughts of my brother getting sent off twice this season in my FM save? Is your brother a footballer, Musty? Or have you done, like, create a club? I'm selling the whole Liverpool squads as me as well, him. Love that. Daniel, where do you think United will finish this season? Before a ball was kicked, I had them at 6th. They've obviously done... The fact they've done better than I thought they would, but I think more important, the fact that Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool have all done so much worse than I thought they would, has meant that probably is almost definitely not going to happen now. Chloe, I don't want to go live with you, I'm sorry. When did you create a club? Good question. Yeah, I'm hoping next week I want to start those on the Patreon. That's another reason why you should sign up to the Patreon, by the way, guys, because you get exclusive videos. We're going to be doing a series where I name the players after my supporters on Patreon. Where else in Newcastle finishing? I said 7th before a ball was kicked. I think they'll miss out on the top 4 come the end of it. I hope they don't. I'd like them to get Champions League, but I think they'll be in the Europa League spaces. Klushevsky, he's got a chance to run at Gabriel. That nearly a nice effort, but over. What sort of videos? Nobbins asks. Quinch. Depends. It depends. If videos we've done in the past, exclusive videos we've done in the past have been. One was like a bonus one which never got uploaded to YouTube. And tier lists, and what was the most recent one? I did a cheeky guess the England squad, like tried to get all the players. But a series I want to start on the Patreon is a football manager series where it's Nobler FC, create a club, and there's videos with my girlfriend as well where we play games together. Could you see previous streams and the chats for it? Not on Twitch, Mo. No. Why? What do you want to see? Who do I think the top 4 is going to be? Quinch, in no particular order. I think it will be. What do I think? Let's have a look at the table. I actually don't know. Because I know Spurs are shit, but they're shit, but they sometimes get results. Yeah, am I really going to predict Spurs to get top 4? over Newcastle. I guess I might be, to be honest. I guess I might be. I think Newcastle. I don't know. I just think Newcastle just might miss out and they might finish like 5th or something. I can't believe Fulham are 6th. What has happened? What is going on? What sort of games? Well, if it's just me, then it'll be stuff like, you know, Football Manager and whatnot. But horror games with horror games with a girlfriend. Harry Kane. It's another good save by Ramsdale. Horror games and cooperative games like have you guys ever heard of the game Portal 2? It's a very good co-op game, and that was on sale for like a pound or something, so I bought those so we can play those as well. But basically any games you want to see us play. And also with if you are a Noblet and you win the quiz or you do the highest Noblet tier, we can play games together. Spurs with a corner. If Spurs get a goal, you know, they've been actually sort of half all right in these first 5 minutes. What did Conte... Well, to be fair, it has been a story of their season, hasn't it? Play shit first half, do all right seconds. Did I see what happened in the Fulham game? I did not, Musty. What happened? I'd be happy with the goals to Lil Fox. I'll be happy with a goal. I'll also be happy with a goal, dearie me. Come on, Conte, do something. What do you guys think the issue is at Spurs? Is the team just... Are the individual players just, like, not good enough? Or should Conte be getting more out of these players? What do you guys think is the issue? I don't know. I think I would say that I don't think the transition has been achieved yet since Pochettino. I do think there are a fair few players that need to come in and get replaced. But there's probably enough quality there to play better than this. Lil Fox has Levy and Conte. Mitrovic scored a penalty, but he got disallowed because when he slipped, he hit the ball. Oh, that's like when Mahrez did. Oh, here's Harry Kane. He's got to play in Sarah. He's got to score here. And how has he not scored? I think it's a good save in the end by Sessegnon, sorry. It was a good save in the end by Ramsdale. Spurs have got to put one of these chances away, man. They've had 4. Ramsdale's on crack. He's actually playing well. What the hell? There's no one issue, says Owl. Is this Ramsdale prime Neuer? Yeah, he's been a bit... He hasn't been excellent this season. I think he's been a bit shaky at times, but this game he's been unbelievable. Terrace football, it's too negative. Spurs need a new centre-half, says Tayab. Well, let's get a goal just for the spectacle, if for nothing else, just to make it interesting. It's always more interesting if there's only a 1-goal difference. I question Ramsdale's positioning there. If Doherty put a better cross in. The Spurs pick it up again. It's Nketiah who gave it away. Højbjerg crosses. Harry Kane in the back post. He was never going to score from that. Was never going to score from that. Sessegnon one man. Maybe that was their best chance. It's actually, it's a really good save by Ramsdale, I think. I can't really blame Sessegnon. It's just a really good save. That sort of reminded me of the Jack Grealish versus Courtois one. No, says DR. My 5-2-3 terrorism ball is better than Conte's terrorism ball. Why, DR? What's happened? I think Sar's been penalised here. Asked you to counterplay. Well, they got the chance here because Spurs gave away a foul. Who's worse, Ortega or Lloris? Okay, I know. You know, as much as we criticise Lloris, I'll give it to him. He's better than Ortega. Benitez and Nuno Santos are the front runners for the West Ham job. Rafa Benitez could be good. I think. This West City would make about 3,000 passes, kill the game. Let's see if Arsenal can do it. I think they will. I think that Spurs... Well, they've had 3 big chances and they've missed all 3 of them. I don't know how many more big chances Arsenal are going to give them. To be fair. But to be fair, that's Everton. And I mean, Cake says he was unfairly treated. I do think that was mainly an Everton issue rather than a Benitez issue. I think if you gave Rafa Benitez a decent team, like West Ham have decent players, I think he could do I think that's quite a good managerial appointment. If I was a West Ham fan, I'd be quite happy with that, to be fair. I think he steadied the ship in the first instance, and I think he could actually progress. Carry spell take. Oh, let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. Arsenal taking their time on the corner. Spurs have got to get the ball quickly because they need to up the tempo of this game. Martinelli can't beat the first man. Got to win the ball there. There you go. They've won the throw in. Oh, Arteta being a naughty man. He's being a shit house. Oh. That's a cheeky thing to throw it away. Right, how long is left? 35 minutes left. If one goal is all it takes, lads. But it's got to come within the sort of next 15 minutes, I think. I love Kulusevski at City, says Musty. Yeah, I like him a lot. I think when he was out injured, Spurs really struggled. Doherty, it's a nothing cross, really. Sessegnon does win it, though. Kane's offside position, I think. No, never mind. Comes to Kulusevski again. Look at Doherty. No, he's going for goal for some reason. You're never going to score that unless your name's Messi. Come on now. You're not that good. You're not that good, mate. Spanish helmet. I'd batter him, says Quinch. Who's that? Oh, Arteta. I was going to say, who's that even in reference to? Lads, I ate a Burger King today. What do you think of that? Because we had date night last night, so we're both feeling a little bit rough. And we didn't want to make anything. I say we raid Milan in the summer. Take Tonali, Hernandez and Leao. And sell Phillips. Do you want Lavia back in, Jack? Kulu, who does he think he is? That's what I'm saying, Mo. Innit? Well, I guess. Of course, you're the big fat bastard. well, yeah. Well, I was upset. Well, I was, I needed cheering up because of the TikTok news, to be fair. So I ordered what I thought I was getting was a massive burger, because with the last two times I've like eaten at a Burger King, which have been like or like a service station when there was nothing else. I had it was like a double. I think it was called a double bacon cheeseburger, but it was massive. And I think it might be the double bacon cheeseburger XL, because when it came, and Ketty has somehow got that, Larry saves. It was like that. It was really nice, and it probably was the right amount of food because my stomach was a little bit unsettled. It was only like that big or something. I was expecting it to be like that big. It was like that, but it was still very nice. So I had that, and I just had it with fries and a drink, a Sprite. It was very good. I think the Burger King burgers are better than McDonald's burgers. I thought you love massive meat. If it's a Burger King burger, I do. It'll be good for him if it happens, and we'll have a buyback clause. Oh, another City player link with Southampton. Someone's going off, says KX. It's getting a bit tastier, isn't it? My thumbs are so fat I can't type. I mean, Romero's on a yellow. Yeah. I'd suggest that you might want to think about taking Romero off. You might, yeah. McDonald's burgers are my life. Will, it's actually been Spurs who've actually been playing better. They could have scored twice. Ramsdale did an excellent save for one of them, and there was another really good chance. I can't remember who that was for. So yes, the Spurs, but since then, a couple stupid fouls by Spurs has allowed the play. I mean, you can see it from the attack momentum bar. Will, if you look at the under the scoreline, look at the green. That's Spurs. Adozzi's quality. Is he at Southampton? Or did he go to Leverkusen? What happened there? Prediction for City Spurs is first half City go 0-up with all goals from Parlin. Conte injects that was an alien substance. I tell you what. Second half Spurs, you're not wrong. But they've got to keep it up. It's not good enough to just be better for 10 minutes. They've got to keep going. And Ramsdale was the reason why they still got their 2-goal cushion. It's a very good save from Sessegnon's shot. Yeah, can we do a poll? Yeah, it's always there. It's good. It's good. I think it's interesting. Geramerov is going to get sent off. I agree, Owl. I think that if they can make a change, they've got to try. Oh, Zinchenko misses that ball. And here is Kulusevski. And he's got Kane and Son to his left. Who does he pick? He picks an Arsenal player. Interesting. Oh. I think his missed chance would be the difference. I agree, Kicks. Yeah. And again, I know Will, Will doesn't like stats. 3 missed chances. Sorry, 3 big chances for Spurs. They've missed all 3 of them. How many chances are Arsenal going to give them? Mo, I hate you so much. Zinchenko's not good, says Quinn. Zinchenko is good. He's just defensively liable at times in the bigger games. Oh, Kane's won that against Gabriel. First ball into Kulusevski. Been a bit wasteful. That's nice from Son. Kulusevski's on. Oh, false to Sessegnon. He can't keep it down. Jimmy, I support City, mate. The ball actually didn't go out of play. It was such a terrible shot. Good lord. Nketiah is on his bike, and Dyer claims it's a Spurs throw. I don't think this Arsenal performance has been groundbreaking in either half. It hasn't. I mean, they've been deserved winners. They have been the better team. But the main issue is that Spurs have been so bad. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever seen 2 goals scored by a team and those 2 goals came from an XG of 0.06. I don't think I've ever seen that when we've done these watch-alongs before. Oh, it's updated now. That must have... I don't know what that was from. Oh, that must have been from that Nketiah shot. So in that first half, it was 2 goals from a 0.06 XG. That's amazing. It goes to show how good that Odegaard strike was. Oh, today, well, I want Spurs to do better than Arsenal. Seen that in FIFA many times. Oh yeah, there's XG in FIFA nowadays, isn't there? Xhaka with the ball into Martinelli. Every time Martinelli's in the ball, it's terrifying. Francis Ngannou's finally been released by the UFC. Why has it been released? I thought he was supposed to be quite good at the fighting. Right, that's what I keep getting distracted by the football. Lads, real talk. KX said he loves McDonald's burgers. I'm not against them. They're all right. But I think Burger King burgers are much better than McDonald's burgers. And I'm not sure they're actually that good. I've always been disappointed with a McDonald's burger. What do you guys think about the burger situation? Do you like McDonald's burgers? Do you think they're overrated? Do you prefer Burger King burgers? Let me know. I've never tried Burger King, says Mo. Is that the burger? But just specifically the burgers, Musty. Who the fuck's eating Burger King? I tell you what. As I say, I had one earlier today. I think I've only eaten Burger King maybe 4 times in my life. 3 of those have been from service stations when there's been no other fast food, but I just need something. But today was the first time where I was like, I want to eat some fast food. I want a burger. And I'm not a huge fan of the McDonald's burgers. They're only okay for me. The Burger King burgers taste very smoky. Half says Burger King burgers are better. Musty says McDonald's burgers are better. McDonald's is only good because it's quick and relatively cheap. As burgers, its taste is average. No, yeah, I'd say the taste of a Burger King burger is much nicer. The chips at Burger King are nowhere near the level of McDonald's. But I was thinking about this the other day. For me, KFC do better chicken than McDonald's, and Burger King do better burgers than McDonald's. McDonald's have the fries, though. They've got that nailed on. So yeah, there you go. Because I was like you guys, I was like, Burger King, I'm not a paedophile, but, you know, no, but then I tried one, I was like, oh, actually, this is really nice. As I say, it was a bacon double cheeseburger, would recommend. No, Will, I agree. If I go to McDonald's, it's chicken select and or chicken nuggets. Burger King has nothing better than McDonald's, says Owl. For me, I'd say the burgers are. Local fast food hamburgers, Ben. I'm sure they are, Musty. I'm sure they are. I've tried Burger King a few times, just meh, fair enough. All McDonald's have the fries and the drinks. Yeah, I do agree, yeah, the drinks at McDonald's and the fries are better. Burger King chips more consistent than McDonald's, yeah. What's the XC, the expected crispiness? Once having a meal at KFC put me off. You got food poisoning. Oh, that's a shame because I love KFC. And yeah, McFlurries are goated as well. Yeah. So if I could pick up my chicken from KFC and a burger from Burger King and then get the dessert and fries and drink from McDonald's, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? Gourmet Burger Kitchen. I've not heard of that, Al. Five Guys burgers are elite. I've never been to Five Guys. Is Five Guys more of a restaurant or is that fast food? I've heard of it, but I've never been. McDonald's doesn't fill you up enough. It doesn't. You're right. That's why I like KFC. KFC always fills me up. I feel like you can get the bang for your buck in respect to chicken at KFC. I get a wrap when I go to KFC. So does my nana. Good shout. Five Guys, excellent but overpriced. Crush'ems. What's a Crush'em? Is that a KFC ice cream? No, Vaughn. I don't think so. How you doing though, Vaughn? Ben and Jerry burgers. Ben and Jerry burgers? What? You like to get filled, don't you? Mo. Why are you so weird? Common Nommins, Nan W. Yeah, she likes the wraps. She's like me, I don't like the bun and stuff. Oh, this could be good from Spurs. Why is Kane going for goal there? You're never going to squeeze that in. Doherty with a ball in. Well defended by Saliba, I think that was. Zinchenko clears it. No, well, we're only, I think we are 5 points worse off compared to last season, Vaughn. It's more to do with Arsenal being better than City not being as good. Oh, Kulishevsky just did some really good skills. Sadly, didn't come to anything. Five Guys. Vaughn, we're having a great debate here. Or a conversation, to be honest. What's your favorite? We're talking about Burger King, McDonald's, KFC. What are your favorites there? Who does the better burgers, chicken, etc.? And Will's throwing a spanner into the works. Is it a Crush'em or a McFlurry? It's an ice cream milkshake. Oh, and it is from KFC. I'll have to try one. Next time I'll tell you what, Will. Next time I have it, I will try one for you, and I will give you my feedback because I love McFlurries. You don't eat fast food. Oh, Vaughn, that's fair enough. Why not, Vaughn? Is that just because you don't want to? Is it because, is it for health reasons? Odegaard's going to go down here. Indeed, he does, and he wins the foul. Why is Spurs so brain dead? Like, he's going to go down easily because he wants to waste time. I don't live near KFC, so I've only had it twice. I can't comment. Oh, KX would recommend on KFC. Oh, there's loads of space for parties. Thankfully, it's a terrible ball for Spurs. It's because I have a massive fear of waking up fat one day. Fair enough, fun. That's fair enough. Yeah, did you watch Super Size Me? Oh, Martinelli with the control off the back. Love that. Well, I mean, game's gone dead now, so said, yeah, it's a shame. Well, quite rightly, Arsenal have done all they can to kill the game off by just slowing it down and introducing lots of fouls and going down easier, which is because Spurs were overrunning them. It's a thing. It's a thing. How you doing though, Vaughn? You must be buzzing about the result yesterday. Why chicken wrap's amazing in every fast food franchise. I swear they're so consistently good. Disrespect of Martinelli. Yeah, he does what he wants. I like that though. Ramsdale's man of the match is Alu. He's been very good, hasn't he? He's kept the scoreline 2-0. Tally 90 says, but yes, exactly. That's what this top's from. Well done, Baldy. If Teab's still here, Teab or DR, because Baldy guessed where my shirt was from, just give him, like, I don't know, 100 knob coins or something for vibes. Delighted with the result, less impressed with the performance, looking forward to the inevitable offside rule change, says Vaughn. I understand, yeah. Jack says KFC wraps are mid. Oh, Howard and Kessie got so much space. Lloris comes out and he saves it this time. I've never had a wrap from KFC. As I say, popcorn chicken is what I do. Popcorn chicken and the chicken fillets. That's a thing. Dear me. And Ketia could have killed the game here. The ball came in from... He's got so much space, though. It's a good save by Lloris, but... How many pens do you think Casemiro gave away? None? Why has Lloris gone bad ever since I backed him? He must have heard you, Baldy. He didn't want to... he couldn't deal with the pressure, clearly. Boneless banquet. Yeah, anything boneless from KFC, I'm all over that. I'm over it. All over. By the way, if you are watching on the YouTube and you want to support the channel, you can become a YouTube member. I believe it's £2.99 a month. You get a special VIP name badge on the chat. It's a gold screen. It's lovely. You get access to exclusive emojis and loyalty badges. And you get access to exclusive videos as well. And also you get to support me. So if you're watching on the YouTube and that sounds good to you, click that join button. He was good at the World Cup, says Baldy. A 50th minute and I'm getting slapped up 2-0 by top of the league. KFC Gravy's one. Look, I know I'm going to upset a lot of people when I say this. That's a bad touch by Sessignon. I don't like Gravy. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. Unka trash is so bad he's got to smack the back of the net. Richarlison's coming on. I wonder what is he going to take off a winger or no? He's taking off Doherty. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So I'm sure there's going to have to be a system change here. A 3-5-2 maybe. AO starts tomorrow. What is that, Musty? What is that? No gravy, no parties, says Baldy. Richarlison, 16 goals incoming. Here we go. Definitely has war. Oh, the Australian Open. Oh, that's always that awkward time, so I can't watch that really. To be honest. I just don't like gravy generally. It's just not for me. I don't like it as a concept. Again, it's a stupid foul on Odegaard. And right, Richarlison immediately comes on and starts pushing people when they need to calm it down. This is like when it was like the end of that Chelsea-Arsenal game. And Chelsea, again, they're playing into Arsenal's hands by doing this. I don't really know what they're doing. There we go. Let's have another look at this. Yeah, Dyer. So Dyer is Dyer. It's literally in his name. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. No, I don't, Jack. It's 4-0. Musty, what are you playing at? Hashtag Musty out. Hashtag Nobbins in. Hashtag Nobbins in for Macedonia or whatever it is you're managing. Dyer with the yellow. Spurs cannot keep their temper, it seems. They're having tantrums. You dirty pedos, chat. I'm sorry, lads. I'm sorry if I know I've disappointed you there. I apologise. And Ketia can make it 3. Good block by Højbjerg. An interesting free kick. The place didn't believe me when I said we're staying up. You're losing 4-0. It's simply not good enough. Second's not good enough. I'm waiting to get first, Musty. I don't care what expectations change, yeah? That's understandable, Jack. I appreciate that. Arsenal want the throw. And they're not going to get it. Your brother scored well in. Yeah, sorry, did you confirm your brother plays in the lower Macedonian leagues or something? That's sick. What's his potential on FM? Shall I sign him for the Borough? What position is he? Is he a wonder kid? He plays in the second league. Yeah, but what's his potential like? Can this kid make it? Halves, consult your spreadsheet. Lariska's going to claim that. There we go. Opinions on the profile picture. I can't see one, Seb. It just looks like a silhouette to me. Maybe it hasn't refreshed. His brother shites as halves. Oh, that's a shame. Are you gonna allow him to speak about your brother like that, Musty? What? Richarlison just fell over them. What's he doing? 5 stars, but the 5th star is white. Oh, that's Yeah, I think that means they're very bad, doesn't it? Does that mean they're not even a 1-star on ability? I think. I might be wrong there, but I think that's what that means. Here's Richarlison. R9 question mark. Glashevsky ball in. It's too deep. Spurs go in direct for no reason. Yeah, the life from this game has died ever since that sort of like 15-minute spell. Spurs needed a goal in that sequence. I refuse to give my spreadsheet of knowledge out. Oh, it's good. Wait, so his potential ability is 5 stars? It doesn't sound very shit, halves. Doesn't that mean he could potentially be like one of the best players in the game? El Clasico later to Jack. Sessegnon's off, Perisic on. I don't know what to make of Sessegnon. He was supposed to be really good, and now he's just like not. Just leaving the stadium as a little fox. I can understand, to be honest. No, I don't understand then. I thought if you had a potential ability of 5 stars. Oh, it's relative to the league. I understand. Oh. Well, rip. So he'd actually be AIDS for any other sides. I'm 5-star in the Macedonian League, right. I didn't realize it was relative to the leagues. I thought it was just general. Again, Spurs giving away a stupid foul. What's your problem? You're 2 goals down. Why are you doing this? Because not only have you given away the ball to Arsenal, they're just going to slow the play down even more. It hasn't yet, Seb. Now, maybe it'll take a stream to do. I don't know. Hasn't for me. But I will check next week. Tada is on. This is Musty. Let me know how that goes. But I don't actually know what games are next week. If you're new to the Twitch, by the way, make sure to follow. And on the YouTube. Smash that like button. Let's see what's happening. So, Premier League. Hello, Baldy on the YouTube. Baldy, you know you want to become a member. Click join. Smash that join button. I was going to say, I'm just trying to find out when the next stream is. Well, so City play at Spurs at home on Thursday, so that'll be a match day vlog. You're playing perfectly to the 5-year plan. Oh, have you done Borough halves? Are you doing Borough? I told you it could happen. It's not impossible. Yeah, so it looks like there's no Premier League games. I mean, Palace play nights on Wednesday. I've got no interest in watching that. What's the City game on the Sunday? Oh, it's another home game. Oh, 2 back-to-back home games. Okay, interesting. So there won't be a stream on Sunday, but there'll be 2 matchday vlogs. I'm fully saved. What does that mean, Baldy? Seems like our prediction's correct so far indeed, Ashu. And, well, Arsenal have got a really good free kick here. Yes, what does that mean, Baldy? Oi, LNobb, I'm fully saved, by the way. I get my trust fund at 18. You've got a trust fund? What? You're family rich. How do you have a trust fund? What's happened there? I want a trust fund. Fuck. I thought you were. Didn't we establish you are 18? Or are you 17 nowadays? There probably will be FM, yes. Can Arsenal make it 3? Now it's Xhaka Blazers. If you get bank, Baldy, I expect you to be a cheeky noblet. Give me that trust fund, P. A trust fund is basically where an adult will set up a pot of money for you, and you'll get an allowance every month, basically. I mean, trust funds vary. Sometimes you can get like a living wage from them if you've got a really big trust funds. But the idea being, instead of someone going, here's like 10 grand, it might be like, okay, you can have that 10 grand over the course of 5 years or something like that, and you get like a monthly amount. So there we go. LNobbins, can you set me up a trust fund? I'd love to, but I don't have nearly enough money for that. You build differences, Baldy. Well, Baldy, I look forward to that. I look forward to the day that happens. I look forward to the day Baldy signs for Nobler FC with the power of his trust fund. I was just establishing what streams we're doing. So as I say, there won't be a stream on Sunday because I'm going to the Wolves game. Going to the Spurs game on Thursday. Saturday, I mean, normally Liverpool-Chelsea might be an interesting game, but it's actually just a mid-table battle at this point. So, I don't. Is there even a point of streaming that game? I've got money saved up for me. I assume when I turn 18. I wish I had that. I think my parents have got me a wedding fund for, but that's like to pay for the wedding when if and when I get married. Yeah, guys, should we stream Liverpool Chelsea? What do you reckon? What do you guys reckon? Or should we look to the continent? What's happening in Serie A, for example? Sampdoria playing on Saturday. I don't know. Or Atalanta are smashing whoever they are, 5-1. And put under embargo in a consortium's bid to take over. Brilliant. We love that, Baldy. We love that from years. No interesting games on Saturday in Italy. I'm not really interested in any of the leagues. Stream Sociedad. Who are they playing? It is El Clasico tonight, but I've got no desire to watch. If that was on Saturday, that might be interesting. Oh, bloody Vallecano Sociedad. There are no good games on Saturday. Lads, give me... as it stands, we're going to be streaming Liverpool-Chelsea on Saturday. Early kickoff. I'm not too keen to stream that because it's literally a mid-table game. So if you can find me another game to stream, then let me know. What might be interesting. Oh, Richarlison's touch there is horrendous. Ball in now. It's well defended by Saliba, I think that was. Current have 70p in my bank accounts as Baldy. Well, as I say, it sounds like with your trust fund, that's going to change. Why is Son going for goal there? If it comes to Richarlison, he shoots and Ramsdale saves. Too easy. So it's Dan Mallorca on Tuesday. No. I know it's David Silva ball, but no. Is there a PSG playing? Is there an interesting League 1 game? Is there an interesting League 1 game? I don't know. In PSG and Rennes. Marseille, Monaco. Is that interesting? I don't know. Oh, wait. There's no games. The hell? There's no games until the 27th. What's happening in France? I don't know. Some sort of break. I fully accept we lost. Yeah, it's gone. Watch the Napoli match. This is a must-see. I could. They're just playing some dead team. That's the only issue. They're playing some team that they're going to smack up. Oh, wow. Oh, Baldy, it's soon. Do you mind me asking about the context of the trust fund? Is it like something that your parents have set up for you? Did like a family member pass away? And that's happened. Oh, Kane's found Son. And it's not a good shot from Son. It's a corner, though. Never mind. It was a good block. So, yeah, Napoli play... Wait, what's that team called? Salernitana? Salernitana? I'm definitely butchering that pronunciation. Oh, fair, Baldy. If I was you, I'd be interested to find out, like, why do I have one? Stream the Milan Derby? When's that? When is that? That's on Wednesday. Could do that. Again, the ball comes in from Spurs, but it comes to nothing. We can maybe do that on the Wednesday. That could be interesting. Would you guys like to see a stream? A watch? I'd be up for doing that because I do like watching Serie A. I like watching AC Milan as well. Yeah. I would be up for doing that. So Monday we'll do FM. Wednesday we can do the Milan Derby. It's a cup. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's you're right. It's a super. Oh, it's a Super Cup final. I mean, so it's like the Community Shield. But I imagine they'll take it seriously because it's a derby. Yeah, we can give that a watch. Maybe I'll do a vote on the Discord or something. For some Milan, says Jack. Is that Tomiyasu coming on? Richarlison trying to get Zinchenko to come off. Richarlison is right there. Why is Zinchenko allowed to go off the area of the pitch which isn't closest? Like, Richarlison is correct. What now? Why doesn't the referee? Why does Richarlison know more than the referee in that situation? If you put a barn door in front of the Arsenal goal net, Spurs couldn't even hit that. Yes, Tomiyasu is on. It's the thing, right? 5 minutes left. Had Spurs just put one of their chances away, we may have had an interesting end to the match. But there's no way it's happening now. Long throw comes in. Arsenal clear it away really easily. And Perisic has got another chance to throw it in. Do a better throw this time, Perisic. Right. And once again, it's a throw to no one. He wants a foul. And he's going to give it. Okay, Spurs have a free kick on the edge of the box. It's not in the easiest area for a shooting opportunity. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. Let's take another look at this. It was indeed, yeah, Longley went in ahead of Nketiah, I think it was. Oh, God. Is it Son or Eric Dyer? And Spurs going to make a couple more changes. Southampton Villa stream on Saturday, says Jack. Oh. Oh, dear. I mean, it might be fun to watch Liverpool-Chelsea because of how poor the seasons are going. To be fair. But I don't mind. We could do FM instead. I don't really mind. I'm happy to be guided by you guys in that respect. Right, 4 minutes left. Come on, Son. Do something interesting. Make the final few minutes interesting and tasty. Yeah? Do it. Sort it out. Yeah, Kane's not on the free kick. Bit surprising. He's normally alright at these. Bundesliga is back on the 25th. We love that. Here's Son. Got to score to give Spurs any hope. It hits the wall. It's poor. Hits the wall. That was it was a very hard position. It was almost too close, really. Kulusevski pops it in to an Arsenal player. Spurs have got to win this here. And they win the ball. Fair play. They've got another chance to pop it in the box. Kulusevski's running at them. He doesn't find the right option, and Ramsdale just smothers it. I think it would have done better to do a reverse ball. And here we go. I think Saka's had... I know he was obviously heavily involved in that. He was heavily involved in that first goal, but he's had quite a quiet game, I'd suggest. And I actually don't think Arsenal have been amazing or unbelievable, but they've done enough to win. To be honest, I think Spurs have actually been dross. It's basically soul destroying watching the Spurs team, says Little Fox. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first half was terrible. No excuses there. Second half, I just don't know why they can't finish. He's got some hair, hasn't he? Goodness me. That Jill. That Brian Jill. Why? I don't know why I subbed off Kulusevski, because he was... he didn't have a very good end product, but he was at least running. Running at the arse. Kane just got dispossessed by Tomiyasu. That's just lax on the ball. And now he's just going to go to the corner. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. It's what he wants. He wants the foul. Oh, you give away throw in. Anyway, brilliant. Well done, Eric Dyer. God, he's so bad, man. I know Conte's not helping himself, but some of these Spurs players are pretty dross. I always run at the arse. Amazing. Try not to kill yourself. Spurs edition. Impossible. Yeah. I don't even know what to think, because it's not... if you're a Spurs fan, it's not even like there's hope. I wouldn't even know what to think. I can't really see... I don't know what they're building. I don't know what they're doing. It's not even like I trust the process. It's like, what even is the process? And you can hear the Arsenal fans. Kane's going to pick up the ball here. Right, playing Son now. Right, there we go. Son might have a chance here. He's up against Ben White. What is that? I don't know what Perisic is doing, though. Do you think I assume he thought he was offside? That was weird. That was such a weird move. Perisic must have like been 100% convinced he was offside. He must have been 100% convinced. Because I can't think of anything else. Why is Nketiah beating Dyer in the air? What is going on, lads? This is poor. All right, Perisic with a big switch to Richarlison. He fouls, apparently, and he's upset. 5 minutes. Had they scored a goal, could be interesting, but no. We're not allowed that. Ah, what a shame. So it means that Arsenal have an 8-point lead at the top of the Premier League table. Wow, Ramsdale's faced 2.41 XG, apparently, according to that stat by Sky. He's literally saved Arsenal this game. Fair play. Fair play. Absolutely piss poor, says Fox. Look at Lloris. But lest we forget, this all started with a truly embarrassing Lloris error. And then really poor closing down against Odegaard, or lack thereof. But I guarantee, come Thursday, I guarantee at the Etihad, Spurs will play the most unbelievable, pass-perfect play when City are pressing them, and they will be the best press-resistant team you've seen since Pep's Barcelona, and they will have 2 shots by Harry Kane, and they will both go in. I guarantee that's what happens on Thursday. Because that's what Spurs do. Against a poor ball by Perisic, going direct for no reason. And Ramsdale goes down, because why wouldn't he? Oh, what a darn shame. Oh my god, I had a Burger King. I don't know if I'm going to eat any food later. I don't know if I'm hungry or not. I should probably eat something, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll get some rice. You guys know how much I love rice. The Arsenal. My prediction was out by 1 goal. I said 1-0 to the Ars. 1-0 to the Arsenal. They sing. Well, they would if it was 1-0. It's actually 2. That's what I mean. Too many errors by keeper who best days behind and put Lloris out of his misery. I think a huge shake-up needs to happen. Not just in terms of the manager, also in terms of the players. If we're talking about Spurs as sort of... I'm assuming Spurs ideally want to be sort of in and around a title race. I don't think Lloris is... I'm talking about players who I don't think are really good enough for that. I don't think Lloris is good enough. I don't think Dyer is good enough. I don't think Longley is good enough. Romero is. Sessegnon could be. I don't know enough about him. Højbjerg is. Sarr, don't know enough about him. Doherty, probably not. Front three's fine. Kane, Kulusevski, and Son, that's fine. But there are a fair few players that need replacing. Or a system change. Or a manager change. Because it ain't it. Even when they had everyone available, like Bentancur, it just never looked good from a Spurs perspective. 2 minutes and we will confirm that Arsenal will have done the double over Spurs in the North London derby. And now huge pressure is on City to just win up until the Arsenal game and then beat Arsenal as well. Otherwise, it's going to be Arsenal's title to lose, that's for sure. Smith Rowe is going to get a couple minutes, and Vieira as well. I feel like I've barely seen any of this Vieira. I know he plays a lot in the Europa League. That'll be interesting when we get to the Europa League. Will Arteta almost sack it off? Will he just play like a totally different 11 every single time? Agreed about Lloris and the few you mentioned. It's simply not good enough. How are we meant to compete for a title with a team like this? Yeah, it does need investment in the correct areas. Apart from the forward, I think the front three are fine. They're good. They're safe. They can stay. They're allowed. And there are some good players, but yeah, it says. I think that I do. I'll check it after the. I'll check it after this stream, Miz, if you don't mind. If you don't mind me, if you don't mind. But I will. I will check my DMs after. What was I saying? I think Spurs have got to ditch. I think it might be the time where Spurs ditch Conte. It hasn't worked, clearly. I think that their front three players would benefit from going to a back four. And just being a bit more, what's the word? Progressive and positive in the way they play, rather than being so negative. At halves, what? I do not. Oh, yeah. If Conte went, who do you think would fit the role? It's a great question, Lil Fox. I actually don't know the answer. I don't even know who would be a good option. I'd tell you what. I think Graham Potter would have been a brilliant shout for Spurs manager, because especially under Levy, who doesn't want to spend that much money and all that stuff, it would be all about building a project, and Potter bringing in players who would build into that ideology, and that would make Levy happy because he doesn't necessarily have to spend that much money. But I think Potter went to the wrong club. There we go, full time. 2-0, 8 points at the top of the table. Is it their title to lose? We are less than halfway through the season, but you can't deny it's a very big gap between Arsenal and everyone else. And now Ramsdale's having a fight with a Spurs player, it seems. And a Spurs fan is popping off. Well, that guy's now going to get banned for life. Why would he do that? Why would you do that? Because you caught on... Do you know how many cameras there are in the stadium? You're never going to get allowed back, mate. Just to do a stupid push. What a moron. Anyway, it's all handbags for no reason. When Levy opens his wallet, a fan just... Ramsdale was like going to get his bottle, which was near the fans, and a Spurs fan dropped down, tried to push him or punch him or something, and then ran away. So yeah, it's just so stupid. When Levy opens his wallet, and moths come out. So, and that's why I think that maybe someone like Potter would have been good, but that hasn't happened. Yeah, so it's a very big gap. As I say, 8 points. And indeed, 9 points ahead of United and Newcastle. But we are still less than halfway through the season for Arsenal and City. And the key thing is that Arsenal have to play City twice. If they win one of those games, I think Arsenal take it, to be honest. But we shall see. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's stream. If you'd like to go the extra mile and support me directly, you can do so on the Patreon by clicking that link there. You get lots of lovely benefits, including exclusive videos, exclusive Mrs. Nobbins videos. You get your name in the Hall of Fame. Get knob coins, you get loads of things, and also you get to support me and allow me to continue doing these streams and videos for you guys. So if you can, and if you'd like to, the link is there. Got any questions? Hit me up. Until next time, tomorrow, I'm not watching El Clasico, Jonah, now. Until next time, we're doing FM tomorrow. If you're not in the Discord server, get in it, because I put the schedule in there. I'll see you tomorrow, lads. Goodbye.